So everybody, you are actually seeing this correctly. You are seeing a video from me. Shocker. What are we doing today? As you can tell by the title and everything else, we're going to be attempting to do something with the chopper build. Now, you don't know anything about the chopper build because I haven't said anything about it. But if you remember the bobber build from before, if I can like try and show you a photo or maybe even a little snippet of a video, I will. But yeah, that bike is this bike that I'm about to show you now. It's the same bike, but obviously I've done some stuff to it since that video. And today we're engine swapping it. But the only problem is it's a completely different engine, so the mounts do not line up at all. So now we're trying to figure out how I'm going to mount it. I'll show you right now. Here we are. If you don't believe it's the same bike, then fair enough. Obviously I've been doing a lot of stuff recently that is behind the scenes. Throwback to my old YouTube name, like very old YouTube name. Well, it's actually called Behind the Streams, but anyway, enough of that. You're probably thinking where I've been for ages and what I've been doing and why I haven't uploaded in like a year. That is mainly because I got a job and then I got another job and I was just in and out of jobs for a little bit. And yeah, long story short, I used to work and I'm currently not. So I have a lot of free time to actually get some shit done. I mean, I was trying to get little bits done whilst being in work, and it didn't really get me anywhere because I was working so much of the time. My hours were really weird, so I didn't really have any free time apart from my days off. And then I was doing things that I should have been doing before work on my days off, so it got really fucked. Right, so here we have it. And here we have the bike. Got the good old jack and board supporting the engine there. 2 jack stands holding the swing arm so it don't fall over. But the bike is pretty much how it would be if it's on a centre stand, so perfect. So now all we've got to do is figure out how we're going to get this engine in this bike. Because obviously it's not made for this bike, it's not made for this frame, so we're going to have to do some modifications. Now the cage is somewhere, I can't remember where I've put it, but if you know what I mean by cage, I mean the little front bit that clips on, let's try to focus on my finger instead of the bike, on here, and it goes onto the bike, onto the engine there, and on the bottom. With bikes, bigger bikes, mainly like, well, probably anything bigger than a 125 really, you'd probably have 2 actual pipes going attached to the frame, going all the way up and then into one head all the way to the head tube, like a complete frame. There wouldn't be no gap, and it would be like kind of like you put the engine in, you kind of pull the engine out. There would be no like gap at the bottom. But for some reason 125s they just have a big gap here, and it's just held on with a crane thing. I don't understand it. I don't know why they didn't just make it into a complete frame. But where's that cage thing at? So I can try and show you. I don't know where actually I've put that. Oh, I do remember. It was literally next to me the whole time. So this thing. So you see that obviously this is made for a YBR frame, not a Huoniao Chinese frame. But you can probably get the gist. You probably might think, well, why didn't you just use the one that was on the Chinese frame? Because that was only tailored to the Chinese engine, so it was completely wrong, didn't work. So, but obviously you can probably tell it goes somewhere like in there, like that. But yeah, this is what we've got so far. So I'm thinking maybe we can get, let's see if I can get you to see it. Maybe we can get the bottom engine mount in place, and then maybe bring the engine like up a bit so that the top engine mount can fit in on this side. If not, we can always just drill a hole, make it fit kind of thing, and maybe get a top one in as well, because at the moment there's this little kind of bracket just holding that up right now. But the only problem is the front ones. I don't know how we're going to get the front ones to mount, because I'm guessing you're going to need those, maybe for an MOT or something. So maybe I'll have to make my own sort of cage or thing for it, or maybe we can modify this one maybe to fit. But right now I'm literally just having to sit back, kind of stare at it and just kind of picture in my mind how I'm going to try and place this in there. Right guys, so nothing has been finalised. I've just kind of been sat here twiddling my thumbs. I've moved some mounts around. So this was the original YBR engine mount for the top, but obviously we're not on a YBR anymore, so it don't fit. So I've put them here, but as you can see that doesn't quite line up, but those are pretty spot on. So maybe we could just make a bracket the same, but instead of having that little curve, it just comes straight down so that it fills all 3 holes on both sides. Then that's kind of finished. I could drill a hole there and secure that fully, and then that kind of mounts in place. This back one's alright, and then it's just trying to figure out this back one here, and then this front one here, and then the engine's in. And then we can start working on other things, but I'm not going to work on anything else until this is in, because this needs to be in properly. I mean, that's like kind of like the perfect angle right now of like it being completely straight. If you look at the swing arm and then you look at like the bottom of the engine, like the engine's kind of like this, but if you actually look at the bottom of the engine where the mount is, that's flat. That is completely flat. And then obviously that's like the perfect angle. You can even tell by the kickstand, like it's like the perfect angle of the engine to be in that frame like that. It's just trying to get it to be mounted like that. So I'm gonna keep thinking and using all these bolts and yeah, trying to figure out what I can achieve. Right, so this is going to be the end of this video. It is a different day. I forgot to do an outro, so here's the outro. We didn't get much done, but we did make a lot of progress in that sense, because we have a mount. We've made a mount for the top. We've agreed that is going to happen. We've got one in the back here, still designing the bit here. We're thinking of doing some training stuff, maybe fusing the Huoniao one and the YBR one together somehow to make it work, but it is for another video, and also that bit down there. But just for today's video, we have attempted it, we have done something, and it is something for you guys to maybe look at. If you have any maybe if you have anything you would like to say in the comments, like if you was to see it and maybe see something that I don't see on how we could make it work, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is going to be all from me for this video, but hopefully you can see me. I don't actually know if you can or not, but yeah, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, if you liked it, make sure to leave a like, make sure you're subscribing. Trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of the month. Don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it's like a little mini goal that I've set myself. So we're like, what, 40 or 41 subscribers away. So it's free, it's completely free. It does not cost anything. It's not like a membership. You just subscribe, and it's pretty much, it just shows YouTube that people are interested in my videos, in my channel, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, if you can get me to 100 subscribers by the end of the month or beginning of next month, I would really appreciate it, and it would just be a great milestone for us to hit as a channel. But yeah, make sure you're subscribing, liking and commenting, and I will see you in the next video. See you later guys, peace.